The Druze faith, a fascinating and enigmatic religious tradition, occupies a unique place in the tapestry of global spirituality. Emerging in the 11th century in the Middle East, it diverged from mainstream Islam and developed its own distinct theological, philosophical, and mystical dimensions. With roots deeply entrenched in the region's socio-religious history, the Druze faith is a syncretic religion that incorporates elements of Islam, Gnosticism, Neoplatonism, and other ancient philosophies. Its followers, often referred to as muwahidun, the monotheists or Unitarians, are known for their tight-knit communities, loyalty to their faith, and a profound commitment to preserving their religious secrets. These attributes have rendered the Druze both intriguing and enigmatic, shrouded in mystery and often misunderstood by outsiders. The origins of the Druze religion trace back to the Fatimid Caliphate in Egypt, specifically to the reign of the 6th Fatimid Caliph, Al-Hakim bi-Amr Allah, 996 to 1021 CE. Al-Hakim, a controversial and enigmatic figure himself, played a pivotal role in the early development of Druze beliefs. The faith emerged as an esoteric offshoot of Ismaili Shia Islam, with the central tenet being the deification of Al-Hakim. The Druze believed that Al-Hakim was not merely a ruler but a divine figure whose existence symbolized a spiritual and metaphysical truth. This belief marked a clear departure from orthodox Islamic teachings and led to the eventual persecution and isolation of the Druze community. Central to the Druze faith is the principle of Tawhid, or the belief in the oneness of God, but their interpretation of monotheism is unique. The Druze view the divine as an ineffable and transcendent force that cannot be comprehended by human intellect. This metaphysical perspective is influenced by Neoplatonic ideas of a singular, ultimate reality from which all existence emanates. The Druze scripture, known as the Epistles of Wisdom, Rasail al-Hikmah, outlines their theological and philosophical teachings. However, these texts are closely guarded and accessible only to initiated members of the faith, known as Uqal, the wise or knowledgeable ones. The Uqal serve as spiritual leaders and guides, while the majority of Druze adherents, referred to as Juhal, the uninitiated or ignorant ones, are not permitted to access or interpret the sacred texts. The secrecy surrounding the Druze religion extends beyond its scriptures. The community operates on a system of esoteric knowledge, where spiritual truths are gradually revealed to those deemed worthy of initiation. This hierarchical structure ensures the preservation of their doctrines and practices, which are shared orally and through tightly controlled written transmissions. The Druze believe that revealing their sacred teachings to outsiders would not only compromise the sanctity of their faith, but also invite misunderstanding and persecution. This secrecy has historically helped the Druze maintain their religious and cultural identity, especially in times of external threats and hostility. Druze theology is rich and multifaceted, drawing from diverse influences to create a unique spiritual framework. One of its core beliefs is the transmigration of souls, tanasuk, which posits that human souls are reincarnated in a continuous cycle until they achieve spiritual perfection. This doctrine reflects a broader Druze emphasis on moral accountability and the ultimate goal of unity with the divine. The Druze also believe in the existence of a divine hierarchy, where spiritual knowledge is distributed among select individuals who serve as intermediaries between humanity and the divine. This hierarchical view extends to their societal structure, where the Uqal play a crucial role in guiding the community's ethical and spiritual life. The Druze faith emphasizes ethical conduct and communal solidarity, reflecting its pragmatic approach to spirituality. Unlike many other religions, the Druze do not actively seek converts. In fact, conversion into or out of the Druze faith is not permitted. This exclusivity reinforces their sense of communal identity and fosters a strong internal cohesion. The Druze place a high value on loyalty, both to their faith and to the communities in which they live. This dual loyalty is evident in their historical role as fiercely loyal citizens of the states they inhabit, including Lebanon, Syria, Israel, and Jordan. Their adaptability and pragmatism have allowed them to navigate complex political landscapes while maintaining their religious identity. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Druze faith is its treatment of religious rituals and practices. Unlike many other religions that emphasize external forms of worship, the Druze place a greater emphasis on inner spirituality and ethical behavior. Traditional rituals such as daily prayers, fasting, and pilgrimage are not obligatory for Druze adherents. Instead, they focus on cultivating virtues such as honesty, humility, and compassion. This inward focus aligns with their esoteric approach to religion, where the ultimate goal is the attainment of spiritual enlightenment and a deeper understanding of divine truths. The Druze's emphasis on secrecy and their unique practices have often led to misunderstandings and misconceptions about their faith. Historically, they have faced persecution and discrimination due to their refusal to conform to mainstream religious norms and their perceived aloofness from surrounding communities. This persecution has driven the Druze to adopt a strategy of taqiyya, or precautionary dissimulation, to protect themselves and their faith. Taqiyya allows them to outwardly conform to the dominant religious or cultural practices of their environment while privately maintaining their distinct beliefs and traditions. This practice has been essential for their survival, especially in regions where religious minorities have faced significant challenges. Despite their isolation, the Druze have made significant contributions to the cultural, political, and social fabric of the regions they inhabit. In Lebanon, for instance, the Druze have played a prominent role in shaping the country's political landscape, with notable leaders such as Kamal Jumblat and Walid Jumblat influencing national policies. Similarly, in Israel, the Druze community is known for its integration into the state's institutions, including the military, while maintaining its distinct identity. This duality of integration and preservation reflects the Druze's ability to navigate complex identities in a rapidly changing world. The Druze faith's emphasis on education and intellectual pursuits has also contributed to its resilience. The community values knowledge and learning, both as a means of spiritual growth and as a tool for navigating the challenges of modernity. Druze schools and institutions often emphasize moral and ethical education, reflecting the community's commitment to cultivating virtuous and informed individuals. This focus on education has enabled the Druze to adapt to contemporary challenges while staying rooted in their traditions. In recent years, the Druze have faced new challenges as globalization and technological advancements have increased external pressures on their insular communities. The internet and social media have made it more difficult to maintain the secrecy of their teachings, with some members of the community expressing concerns about the potential erosion of their traditions. However, the Druze remain steadfast in their commitment to preserving their unique identity. Community leaders continue to emphasize the importance of secrecy, ethical conduct, and communal solidarity as essential pillars of their faith. The Druze faith's enduring appeal lies in its ability to balance tradition and modernity, exclusivity and adaptability, secrecy and openness. Its rich theological heritage and unique practices offer valuable insights into the diversity of human spirituality and the ways in which religious communities navigate the challenges of an ever-changing world. Despite its enigmatic nature, the Druze faith continues to inspire curiosity and respect, serving as a testament to the resilience and creativity of religious traditions. In conclusion, the Druze religion is a remarkable example of how a community can preserve its distinct identity through secrecy, adaptability, and a deep commitment to its spiritual and ethical principles. Its rich theological framework, esoteric practices, and emphasis on moral conduct make it a fascinating subject of study for those interested in the complexities of religious traditions. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, The Druze faith serves as a reminder of the importance of preserving cultural and spiritual diversity, even in the face of external pressures. Their story is not just one of survival, but of thriving amidst adversity, offering valuable lessons for communities navigating the challenges of identity, faith, and modernity.